Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review. We're celebrating Katie Thurston's second episode. Week 2 recap just was aired. Tasha and I, my fiance, did a week 2 fashion recap, and now we're going to be looking forward to Bachelor in Paradise, which is filming right now in Mexico. Now, it's important for you guys to know I will be sharing some people that are rumored to be in Bachelor in Paradise, some of them from Katie Thurston's season. One person I really don't want to see. Let me tell you something. I love to watch Bachelor in Paradise, but sometimes you got to hate watch it. And it's like, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to roll my eyes and watch this season and hope that he, steps on a starfish or something, you know what I mean? Just trips on a conch shell or something. Anyway, so if you don't want to watch that, this is your spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler, this is your alert. I'm about to talk about Bachelor in Paradise contestants. I will say this, none of the contestants that I'm about to talk about, I thought would be anyone that was super serious on Katie's season of The Bachelorette, but if you are unspoiled, why? But if you're unspoiled, go ahead and leave this video. In the meantime, I'll take this second to promote hitting the like button and subscribing. If you haven't done that already, it helps my channel grow, which means I can spend more time petting my dog. And don't you want more time petting your dog? You can do that for free by hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving a nice comment. And also, for all the people that have reached out after my dog's near-death surgery, he's recovering, he's doing good. Thank you guys so much. We got a bunch of new Patreon donors. We got a bunch of PayPal and Venmo. Thank you. We're up to 108 Patreon members. That's a private membership community right there, patreon.com/Dave Neal, where you can go to get extra bonus content, 1 or 2 extra episodes a week, and it's a way for you to help me collect all this lovely gear that I use to shoot these recaps. Anyway, folks, let's get right into it. That's your spoiler announcement. You had time to get up off your couch and turn the channel off, but in the meantime, here you go. Are you guys ready? Let's get right into this with the spoiler announcement here. Go to a little breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, we have announced some new members of the Bachelor in Paradise 2021 crew. Of course, this is coming after last year due to the pandemic. No Bachelor in Paradise. But to be honest, I feel like they should have shot Bachelor in Paradise through the pandemic. I'm not trying to make light of the pandemic, but clearly these people are immune to disease, okay? If they can just make out with a bunch of folks and not catch anything on a beach in Mexico, I don't think COVID's going to hurt them. All right, I'm kidding, of course. Boy, you got to preface everything these days. All right, so this is who we have. A few people I like. This is according to Reality Steve. Take that with whichever grain of salt you would like to take it with. In the women department, we have Tia Booth from Ari's season. Becca Kufrin, which is very fascinating because, correct me if I'm wrong, I usually am, is this the first former lead to be on Bachelor in Paradise? I believe Blake wasn't a lead. Yeah, this might be the first former lead to be on the show. We'll have to see how that goes. Of course, Becca, just absolutely beautiful. If we can just jump ahead right here. I mean, she's really, inside and out too. We're not just talking about physical looks here. She's got a beautiful soul to her. But really, as striking, she's just... we liked her on the show as the lead. If you remember, she had such a quick turnaround from getting, kind of not ghosted by Ari, but of course we're happy for Ari. He just had twins. For Ari, we're happy for Ari. Ferrari. Speaking of sports cars, gonna need to get a minivan, Ari. But you got a nice little 2-door convertible. Not anymore. You're getting a Toyota Sienna or whatever the hell they're called. One of those giant. Anyway, minivans get a bad rap. They look kind of cool. Nice sliding doors. You get to open the trunk with the foot. All right, I digress. So there's Becca looking her best. And, it wasn't meant to be with Ari. Obviously, in hindsight, he made the right choice. He's in a happy relationship, and Becca's still searching for love, and I hope that she is able to find it. It wasn't Garrett, and it wasn't Ari, and it wasn't Blake Horstman, or will it be? We'll have to see. So she's on the list. Good to see her. She'll drive some serious ratings. It's good to see her because, Becca's like, once you become the lead on a show, you're like top dog. You're queen bee. You're up there. You're looking at these plebeians like, who's hanging out in the palapa? Haha, no way. Get me a coconut water, sir. Just peeling their grapes and this and that. So there's clearly going to be a dynamic there. We've got a lot of powerful people that will be on the show. Alaya Benavides. I liked Alaya Benavides a lot. I thought she got a bad rap. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. She kind of got a bad rap as like a mean girl. She kind of left and then came back, if you remember. I've actually been following her on TikTok. I think she's, I don't know, she seems sweet. She seems like some people just don't end up translating to a show like Bachelor. Some people don't end up translating to the cutthroat environment, but Bachelor in Paradise is kind of like our chance for like a second shot at love or fame or Instagram followers or whichever it may be. Why not all of it? Oh, by the way, it's about 114 degrees in Los Angeles today. Do you guys do this? Is anyone addicted to something so much that when you see a photo of it, you salivate? Like, this is my cocaine. This is just, looks like a caramel coffee, iced coffee there, but you can see there's like some cinnamon. Look at the dog. That's me as the dog. Just look at it. Give me some of that. I want some of that iced coffee. I need that iced coffee. I'm still drinking my home brew, but yeah, usually when it gets over triple digits in Los Angeles, I find my way to a Dunkin' Donuts for their blueberry or coconut or almond iced coffees. Very good flavors. All right, folks, that's, by the way, that's not a sponsorship, but it should be. I feel like I just nailed all of that right there. But anyway, so let's go back. We've got Alaya Benavides, Becca Kufrin, Tia. I don't have much to say about Tia Booth, and I don't mean that with any disrespect. I don't have a strong opinion on her. She seems nice. Demi Burnett is always one to either cause... By the way, is Demi Burnett the female David Spade? I just thought of that. They kind of look a lot alike. They're both like petite with blonde hair. Either way, they would make a fantastic duo. Maybe Demi will end up with David Spade. Wouldn't that be a twist of fate if they end up together? Who knows? I don't know. We'll have to see. But Demi, she's back on the season. Didn't work out with Colton Underwood, so let's give it another shot here. And then for the men, oh no, is that Karl? Oh, I thought we canceled Karl. Cringy Karl, cocaine Karl. Let's go to Karl over here. I think I might have to put the ref's hat on here because I don't know. We might have a flag on the play. I don't know if, you know me. I've decided to get a full-time ref's outfit in case I need it, but we might have. Karl, all right, let's see what we got here. Let's go to Karl. Karl, here he is. The Bachelorette's Karl. Ugh. And look, I don't want to hate on anybody, right? You know what I mean? A ref should be impartial, but Karl has clearly showed poor form. It's almost like in a football game. If you're going to hold somebody the whole game, the ref's going to start pulling the flag and calling it. You know what I need is a yellow flag. I need to get a yellow flag for this. I have some stick-it notes. We'll just throw some sticky notes in the air. All right, Karl. Let's look at his Instagram kind of bio here and see if it's worth throwing the flag on him. He says, so apparently I'm a professional chess player. I guess that's why there's always a method to the madness. And, you should never trust anybody who wears their shirt open with a mic like that. I don't know. I just don't trust it. And then they got this, motivational speakers all have the same stupid, like, little PowerPoint clicker thing. Can you guys see that right there? The PowerPoint clicker, whatever that looks like one of Katie's vibrators. I don't know what that is. The point is, reinvention. He needs to reinvent himself. Flag on the play. All right, that's the first one. He's talking about reinventing. It's like, listen, you better clean your room and make your bed before you give advice to other people. And I don't know if Karl's quite there. So let's read what it says. It's surprising that Karl feels so comfortable giving out lectures because that's what he does for a living. The Miami native is a motivational speaker who founded Next Level Success, which empowers entrepreneurs and business professionals with the knowledge, tools, and resources to create greater success. All right, 10-yard penalty right there for his baloney. You know what? Motivational speakers are like stand-up comedians in that they don't get respect until they're like in the top 1% of who they are because it sucks. It's hard. Everyone wants to do it. Yeah, a lot of people want to go online, sell their marketing. I'm sure he sells a PDF or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's got some sort of internet course that he sells. It's all the same thing. It's the same thing every time. So according to his bio, he's ready to make finding a wife a priority and is looking for someone fun and spunky. Like, it's not an Easter egg contest. You don't just find your wife. Like, did you look under the rock? I don't know. Go check over there by the shoe section. Maybe you'll find her over there. That may sum up Katie pretty well, but after he ushered plenty of drama into the house, fans will have to wait and see if more rose ceremonies are in Karl's future. I'll tell you what's in Karl's future, Bachelor in Paradise. So clearly it won't be working out with Katie, but, he was fabricating drama, and the worst part is, he tried to hide behind like, oh, I don't want to tell other people's stories. You know what I mean? He farted in the elevator and then walked out and then hit the emergency button so everyone got stuck with his fart. That's all he did. So what's motivational about that, Karl? You know what I mean? Karl Smith. There's no way that's his real name, Karl Smith. They always say never trust a guy with 4 letters in his first name, but you know what? Maybe that's not true. My name's Dave, so maybe that's not a good idea. They say never trust a guy with 2 first names, and I'm Dave Neal, but maybe I'm the exception to the rule. We'll have to see. Point is I don't think Karl's got one fan on the show, including his mom. I'm sure his mom's like, Karl, what are you doing over there? I raised you better than that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's, whatever. But whenever it comes to motivational speakers and the like, I'm sure the more you look into Karl, let's click on his profile here. The more you look into him, the dodgier it's going to seem. I mean, look, maybe he was like a pawn by the producers. You want to give people some benefit, like Queen Victoria. Yeah, she was trying to be funny. She was this, she was that. I would even take Queen Victoria with more, like I would give her more leeway than Karl. He claims, Queen Victoria's a hot mess. Karl claims to be a motivational speaker. Like he's supposed to be there inspiring, and all he does is create fractures amongst all the guys. He should be, if he's a true motivational speaker, like if he's truly good at what he does, he should be there, bonding all the guys and raising them up. I mean, you know what I mean? So anyway, not buying it. But and not to mention, look, he's got two different microphones. It's like, are you wearing the lapel or are you holding the handheld mic? Pick one, Karl. Karl doesn't know what he's doing. All right, that's enough ragging on Karl for the day. I'll take the ref's hat off. Maybe we'll need it later on. We'll have to see. I need to make sure I'm keeping these guys honest. Doing the Lord's work, if you will. So we got Karl on the show. Who else is on? Let's see here. Thomas Jacobs is on the show, which is very nice. That's sort of a spoiler, because he's a pretty hot topic as far as Katie goes. He, of course, kissed her in that nice thigh grab. You know what I mean? He just grabbed that thigh like she was a turkey he was eating on Thanksgiving. He just really went for it. But she was into it. She ended up giving him the rose. And there he is sprinting to Katie's Spanx collection. He likes dogs. Very nice. Small, obviously not big on social media. I'll tell you what. Ladies, if you find a guy that doesn't care about social media, two things. Either A, he's got another family somewhere, or B, he's a level-headed guy that doesn't need social media validation. It's just one or the other. It can't be both. So you tell me which it is. It's probably that he's got another family somewhere, but you never know. You can always go out and try. All right, we got James Bonsall. I always see bonsai when I see that. So from Katie's season, we have James Bonsall here, who, if you don't remember, is the strongest man I think we've ever had on the show. What the hell is they call? He hid it out. Now I know why he was hiding out in a box. He was with Chad Johnson eating, cold cuts and whey protein the whole time. Wow, this guy's ripped. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Let's check out James. Of course, he did the dick in a box joke. He's kind of, it's a good gag. What are you going to do? He clearly, you have to be good looking if you're not going to reveal yourself right away when you're sitting in a box. Like, get these stupid pop-ups out of the way. So, James Bonsall, he made his debut 2 weeks ago here. And he's the only type of guy I would let look at himself in the mirror, because I think we all want to stare at him. I mean, it looks like skin, but I feel like if you touched it, it would feel like marble. Like what is this guy? What's his regiment, if you will? Can you imagine? Where do you even look at him just gripping these ropes, just ready to tie someone down? He looks like he's I don't know, folks. 30-year-old New York native. I thought he was from Boston. New York native. He appears to be employed at Paycor, a software company. He's works at a software company, but he's built like hardware. Bonsall is a graduate of SUNY Cortland in upstate New York. That sounds like a type of college anybody could get into. Prove me wrong. State School of New York, upstate. Fans believe he is currently residing in San Diego. Good looking dude. Oh, he's got a nice little dog there. Great. How did James, he introduced himself by the box. We know that. You know what? James is one of those things you love to look at. We don't need to say too much about him there. We're going to fanboy him. We'll fangirl him. You guys like him. Everyone, it's always funny when you get someone like James, because then that's when women really go like, okay, James can tie me up and slut me silly. You know what I mean? Or not, whatever you're into with consent. Peaches, that's the safe word. All right, so we got James. James will be good because there'll be some alpha energy there. So we haven't seen any indication that James will have any aggressive issues. We can't just say because he's a strong, big guy, he's going to be like roid ragey. But, sometimes you start bumping pecs with another guy, you'll do the devil's dance under a palapa. So we'll have to see how it goes. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying, folks. All right, so those are the guys from Katie's season. Oh, there's one more guy if we just scroll to the bottom here while we stick to Katie's season. Connor B. We got Connor B from Katie's season. I thought I had maybe a photo of him. I don't know. This might be the wrong one. Forgive me. I'm just going down the lineup here. Connor B, of course. Oh, nope. That was Tayshia's season. Connor B, of course. Oh, here's Connor B. He is the cat guy from. Oh, there's some other Connors there. Don't mind them. This is Connor B on the right. Cat guy. Nice. Elementary school teacher, whatever he is, musician, really seems like a good guy. Might make it deep into Katie's season. She gave him some good love up front. You know what I mean? She bonded with him in a feline way, if you will. But clearly, he's not going to make it to the late stages of the game, or maybe he does. Maybe he's a top 6. I don't know. We'll have to see. So for Peter's season, we got Kelsey. She's from Champagne Gate. Put the champagne, accused by others, by I believe Tammy and another member of Peter's season of prescription med, alcohol abuse, and she of course denied that right away. But still, I would like to see Kelsey's redemption. She was very emotional, which is fine. They're going on a show. They're sleep deprived. They're dealing with whatever their anxieties are they bring to the show. For any of us to ever think we would handle it better, it's just like, ignorance is bliss. We have no idea how we'd handle being on the show. McKenna is on the show. She'll be there. Of course, the Canadians, young McKenna, so she'll be on there. She's been doing her thing. She's kind of built out her own niche of fans in the little Bachelor Nation world. Victoria P. I don't know too much about Victoria P. I like Victoria Fuller. I want to see Victoria Fuller come on the show. We'll have to see. Claire and Tasha's season. This is where it gets busy. Noah, Chris, Ivan, Chasen, Joe, Kenny, Demar. Now, I know not all of those guys are in some of these photos here, but that's Thomas. Let's move it along. So we have Noah, Chasen, Ben. We got Ben. Of course, Zach won't be there, according to, and Blake won't be there. As we know, Blake's about to appear on Katie's season. That's been well spoiled. I don't have Riley. Riley's my favorite from Tasha's season. Reminds me of a good friend of mine. I don't know why. I just like Riley. Oh, that's not one. But we'll have to see who else might show up. I mean, like I said, we've got 2 years of contestants to get through here. So we have Matt's season, Jasenia, Abigail, Mari, people. I mean, these Alana, Chelsea, Serena P. That's supposed to say Serena C. and Victoria Larson. So we'll have Queen Victoria there. Again, we've talked about this before. They don't mention Tammy. Oh, there's Tammy. So I made a video last week about Tammy and Victoria being bullies and villains, and it's their redemption story. It's their chance to show us they can act cohesively with other members of their sex and the opposite sex and not make a dang fool out of themselves. Can Tammy say it like it is without being rude and slut-shamey and toxic behavior? Can Victoria get a laugh without just wrecking other people? It's like this as a stand-up comic. It's like any comic can work blue, which is say something really dirty. It's usually new comics that'll just have a really dirty joke or a really foul shock jock type of humor. And it's like, good, okay, yeah. That's a good way to make a joke. Now, can you make a PG-rated joke? Let's try to play that game. Victoria, I challenge you to be fun, be enjoyable, without wrecking everyone else around. Light your own fire without creating a wildfire. That's my challenge to you. Of course, Claire's season, we've got Kenny, Club Soda Kenny, whatever. What's his name? Kenny, boy band Kenny with the 12-pack. He'll be fun to watch. Kenny, Kenny seems to be one of those guys, and I'll wrap this in a second here, but you get word of mouth real quick with who was a favorite within the house, and it seems like a lot of people really liked Kenny. It doesn't mean he's a great match for the ladies, but the guys really liked Kenny. And it makes sense. He manages boy bands. He's obviously really good with the fraternal aspect of hanging out with other guys. There can be a science to that, just like with ladies. Some ladies say, oh, I don't get along with other ladies. And again, I know I'm generalizing here, people, but there is an art to having the right amount of social skill to do well in that sort of setting. A lot of people do really well in a fraternity or a sorority setting. What I've noticed is most people that say, I would never be in a sorority, are the people that would actually be in a sorority. That's usually how it works. Oh, I would have loved if my fiance was in a sorority just so I could have stories and hear all that. But anyway, I digress. So we got a lot of people. I think we got through all of them. Let me know what you guys think. Who's your favorite? Who's not on this list that you wish would be on this list? I'd love to know about that. And if anyone wants to donate or wants any other content, patreon.com/Dave Neal. That's where I put all the extra live streams. I do a private live stream with you guys. Now that we're building up a nice private community, it's been a lot of fun, great interactions. You guys have been so great. It's been so great dealing with this kind of issue. Tasha and I, we've been going on no sleep the last couple days. The dog's up in the middle of the night. He's a little, he's hurting. He's still, he's recovering. He's in recovery. So we've just been trying to take care of him, and all of your support, your kindness, it has gone so far. So thank you guys so much for that. More content on the way. Leave a comment, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye now.